Welcome to the Ultimate Marriage Hack private community, where our members learn only the highest marriage standard hacks that the most successful couples are using. Now, we don't waste time teaching little skills that improve marriages a little bit at a time. Our members get to take their marriages straight to the top. So here's a revelation that will show you why hacking your marriage is so important. If you want to grow, heal, and experience the deepest level of love in the shortest amount of time possible, then listen closely. This will help anyone who struggles with anger, pride, or constant defensiveness, or anyone who's always feeling controlling or critical of others, or those who shut down, withdraw, people please, or numb the pain with vices and distractions. Hey, we all get angry. Anger itself isn't a sin. Even God and Jesus get angry. It's how we use that anger that determines whether it builds or destroys. Lashing out and allowing that anger to hurt others is where this can be a huge problem. I know, because I was the king of anger issues. But get this: anger, pride, arrogance, defensiveness, control, perfectionism, withdrawal, people pleasing, numbness, and criticism. These aren't root emotions, they're secondary emotions. But Maddox, what is a secondary emotion? These are responses or protective reactions to a much deeper root emotion. Secondary emotions show up on the surface, but they're not the original feelings that caused the reaction. There's something more vulnerable underneath all of these. Now, these are the main root emotions that trigger the secondary reactions: fear, hurt, sadness, shame, loneliness, guilt, and feeling powerless, rejected, or betrayed. When these root emotions are triggered, your nervous system gets hijacked, and it feels so vulnerable and unsafe that in order to protect yourself, your secondary emotions take over. It's the body's way of regaining control of the situation or protecting the self when a core need or value feels violated. For example, when someone feels disrespected or hurt, instead of crying or showing pain, which is a more vulnerable root emotion, they lash out in anger to avoid feeling small. That was me. Or when a spouse feels abandoned or being discounted in a relationship, it can show up as anger, pride, withdrawal, or any of the other secondary emotions that we discuss, because those secondary emotions help the person to feel more powerful in a situation that isn't very powerful at all. Because the actual root emotions deep inside, they actually make them feel very small. Secondary emotions say, I'm good, I got this, I can do this on my own, don't mess with me or else. But the root emotions say, please help me, please see me, please love me. Watch this. Secondary emotions are the armor and the sword that protects the root emotions. So if you always see people lashing out or withdrawing or any of the other unhealed behaviors, always remember that hurt people hurt people. So Maddox, how does someone fix these problems? It's a great question. When people come to me, the first thing they learn is that we do things very differently than the rest of the marriage industry, because we've learned so many tactics that you won't find in textbooks or degrees. Ultimately, they learn that my job isn't to teach you little skills to try to fix all the little problems that come up in life. No, there's a ton of people out there who can help you do that. My job is to help you break free from the constant problems and cycles in life, and to help you stop having so many problems come up in the first place. That's the difference between marriage counseling and marriage hacking, baby. So if you prefer counseling, here are some quick marriage counseling skills that you can practice on your own to handle these emotions. First, you want to name the emotion. You have to try to label it in order to disable it. So ask yourself, are you really angry or defensive or controlling and critical of others? Or are you hurt, sad, or scared? Dig deeper. Ask yourself, why are you hurt, sad, scared, offended, lonely, or ashamed? Where did you first feel this? Maybe in your childhood? Write it down. Brainstorm it. This is the best way to try to understand it. And then you want to communicate the core feeling to your spouse or someone you trust. Communicating it shines light onto it. And then together you can practice recognizing it, healing from it, and then choosing healthier responses to it. Now, ultimately, you should be able to communicate these things with your spouse. But if that's difficult, you may have much bigger issues than just anger problems. Now, here's the good news. This is why we created the Ultimate Marriage Hack, because learning little marriage counseling skills doesn't heal your marriage fast enough to experience the deepest love, intimacy, and connection today. That's a many years long process. But learning how to hack your marriage will help you to break free from all the little problems that come up in marriages. Then you can actually experience the deepest love, the deepest intimacy and connection in just one day. Once you understand why you're stuck in the first place, then you can hack the anger, the pride, the shutdowns, and the withdrawals. That's when you can finally stop people pleasing, hiding who you are, and numbing all the pain. Every day, I have people, even counselors, therapists, and coaches, asking me, what is this ultimate marriage hack all about? Is it really faster than our traditional methods? If you're wondering the same thing and you want to experience the deepest love, intimacy, sex, communication, and respect in your marriage this week, then click the button down below. And on the next page, you'll see the ultimate marriage hack 1 day event. In just 1 day, your marriage can be flipped head over heels back in love. You'll finally understand the reasons why some people stay stuck in mediocre marriages while others get to experience true fairy tale love immediately in their marriages. Because happily ever after really does exist, and you can have it too. So click the button down below, and I look forward to meeting you. I love you, and I'm rooting for your marriage, baby. Let's go.